Hello YouTubers, welcome back to GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair, where our job is to save you money. Today working on 2010 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport with a 3.8 V6 automatic 4x4. It's a nice Jeep, a lot of upgrades and nice suspension, lift kit with a nice hardtop. So plenty of room inside. Anyhow, the vehicle has a check engine light on, and it has a couple of things here I'm going to show you. Don't worry about the few coats on top of it. Right now we're working on the this one, P0456 Evap system small leak. Okay, so what that means on the fuel tank system, or the Evap system, between the fuel tank and the engine component here, we have a leak, and it's a tiny one. Okay, that's what it says. So a couple things you can do first, okay, before starting to replacing some parts. It is very common that the gas cap is bad. This one, as soon as you install it, that's it. It doesn't tighten it anymore. All right, it's pretty loose, kind of worn out. So this, it can cause that that code. Make sure you inspect the seal here. This O-ring, many times it get cracked and doesn't seal correctly, and it start leaking. Anyhow, okay, but the things that I want to show you here, many times you're gonna need a smoke machine, okay, and those machines, they're quite pricey. Some ones are like $1,000 to $3,000, or you can buy one on Amazon, I guess, for like $100 something. Those like homemade stuff. But anyhow, one way you can narrow things down on this kind of code, especially on the Chrysler product or Jeep or Dodge, whatever, you're gonna have here a hose that it comes all the way from the gas tank. Okay, it's gonna come here to the purge valve. Okay, on the old purge valve, this one is a little bit is the new model here. Before here, where the hoses went into the purge valve, you have two hoses, right? One going in, the other one going out. It was like this, a piece of hose right there. So those were very notorious for cracking. Now let's go back here. So this one, when it goes to the intake manifold, when the engine is running, the engine is going to create a vacuum. Okay, so this valve should be normally closed. Okay, till the computer commanded to open, so it's gonna bring all the vapors from the fuel, and it's gonna open, go inside the engine, and it's gonna burn it. So that way those vapors, fuel vapor, doesn't go straight to the atmosphere and damage the ozone. Anyhow, so one of the things that I recommend doing, always focus on the basics. Always check the obvious. We're gonna remove this thing here. Okay, here we're gonna look, see if it does have any crack. Doesn't look like it does. Here doesn't look like it has anything. But now watch this. When we squeeze the hose, you can see some of the cracks appearing, especially in this side, the side that goes into the intake. See those cracks? Well, those, many times, that is the source of the issue. Okay, it's a tiny, small leak. So we're going to replace it with a new hose. Okay. This one, we're gonna have to put a little clamp there. Nope, that hose is too big. We're gonna have to get the correct diameter. This is a little bit too big, so we're not gonna use that one. But anyhow, you get what the idea here. If you squeeze those and you see some cracks, replace them. Don't worry about it. Okay, now we're gonna go to the next part. This is gonna be right here underneath the vehicle. It's gonna be the canister. The charcoal canister. Okay, on this vehicle you're gonna look for hoses like this for now. Make sure this doesn't have cracks on it. Sometimes the rock can hit it and crack it. If you see it, stop right there. That part needs to be replaced anyhow. Okay, on this model of Jeeps, this part right here is removable, and it's very common this piece, it leaks from here. But here we're gonna twist it. Be careful, because this one can be very brittle. It's kind of hard to do one hand. The cracks do. See? So I have to replace those two hoses. Replace this hose, the one on the engine, and clear the code and test it many times. This is the source of your problem. If the code come back, then we can just get more deep into the troubleshooting. All right guys, I removed this part, this little piece of hose, and I want to make sure that you guys can see it. Okay, those cracks right there. So every time that you see cracks like that, just replace the piece of hose. All right, so get a new hose, put it on, and replace it. And more times than not, this might be the only issue that you have. So if you're home and you don't mind looking for finding the evidence, this is something you can do, and so you'll be able to save some money if you decide to do it. So this hose is a little bit loose on this side, so that's why I'm gonna add that little hose clamp, so that way prevent me going and trying to chase a little bit smaller hose and spend more time. This is gonna be just fine. So that's what I would recommend you to do. But again, at the end of the day, when you're working at home for your own vehicle, you gotta make the best choice for you. Anyhow, again, I'm gonna go replace the other hose on the front of the vehicle. And if you find some value in this video, please leave it a thumb up, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below, and I will answer any questions you might have. Again, do your best, forget the rest, find the evidence, save money, and I will see you in the next video. Later.